hours of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense.
They will be led out by their dual-threat quarterback, the veteran from Clemson. It's Deshaun Watson.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Yeah, look at this Baltimore defense.
And right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some...
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Odafe Oweh. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
On 4th down, Corey Bojorquez gets set to punt for Cleveland.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and the Ravens, they'll take over.
A number 8, Lamar Jackson. Fielded quarterback ready to lead this Ravens offense.
And there's a lot of good to watch in the game last week. He threw 4 touchdown passes. A little bit of concern throwing the 2 interceptions.
Yeah, and the 2 pick.
Yeah, you want the ratio really to be closer to 3-to-1 as opposed to the 2-to-1 that he had. But it is something to build on. They did get the win, didn't they?
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in Week 2, and it was the Ravens getting the road victory in that one, so now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Here's Jackson. Pass taken in, and I think the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second.
After review of the play.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. The Ravens at 9-3 here on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Shedding the tackle that gives him some room. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Jackson on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
On 2nd down, Jackson got his man complete over the middle. It's Flowers.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team.
There he goes, right side.
Holding offense.
And they get Jack Conklin there, the right tackle.
Still 1st down.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Out of the gun, Watson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Here's Watson. Short throw there, caught by Thomas. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
There's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. The handoff to Ford up the middle. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Watson throw complete there to Thomas. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team, because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw, Watson. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Here we go on 4th down. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Roquan Smith. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. 3-0 after one. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football. This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Watson. That is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Mark Andrews. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, trying to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Throw caught by Flowers. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 25-yard line. Swift going to try up the middle. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Browns drive about to get started. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. 2nd and 9. Here's Watson. Thomas has got it. Complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on third down.
2 yards still to go. Third down now. Up the middle they go. Barnett. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
First down, Browns.
On 1st and 10, Watson flushed it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Odafe Oweh. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. This is Ford. Despite some tough running, he's still wrangled down shy of the 15. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Barnett. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 15. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Hamler now on the return. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man downfield is Duvernay. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And this one's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Going for Bateman. He's got him on the out route. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down. Brings up 4th. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him, and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
Cleveland offense making their way out. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Watson now to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Barnett, and he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And returning it, here's Hamler. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And with great starting field position and 1 timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. That's caught. It's Flowers. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps. It delivers a big play here for this offense.
Swift. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Browns 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Browns take over.
The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a 1-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
On first down, it's Watson.
Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's Barnett. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Here's Watson now on second down. Over the middle, complete. That's Barnett. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
3rd and 5.
Now it's Watson. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is taken around the 12. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
final play of the half here. It's Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break, as we'll head down to Orlando.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
He'll get that out wide to Duvernay.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On second down, here's Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here's Jackson on third and long. That is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
This is brought in at the 21. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Back to throw, Watson. He finds his man, complete. It's Barnett. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
We'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's 4.
And he is going to have a Browns first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Here's Watson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 85 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all living on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, Jackson going for the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. DeAndre Swift. He scored on the ground and through the air as his guys are able to extend their lead. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Tough there, good pass, hit the hands, he just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Webb. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. And the Browns first down.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. But collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. They'll run on first down. Barnett, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Ravens 34-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. Second and 7, operating from the 34. They'll try the air now with Watson. Gets this over the middle to Tillman.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 15-yard line. 19 yards that time for number 19. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. Over the middle, complete. It's Webb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line. They run with Ford. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jerome Ford, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Ravens heading out on offense as we look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
To throw is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Now it's Jackson. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup on the first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
It's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Hey, report.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
To throw again is Jackson. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Duvernay in motion. On 3rd down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. His throw incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. He finds his man, complete. That's Webb. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
from the gun. Here's Watson.
That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones.
And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 10 more there and another first down.
First down, Browns.
On the ground, it's 4. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's Watson. He finds his man complete. That's 4. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
They need 2. Here's third down.
Watson now to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On first down, 4.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
They'll try the left side. It's Barnett. And fights through. Oh, no, he lost the football. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked up by Trenton Simpson. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a one-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
105 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
Through the juke. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37.
Now, during that run, an injury here, we got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing.
Here's a handoff to Swift.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
Shifts by him. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And effective running here. They'll take it down inside the 10. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hand that to the football and keep the clock ticking.
It's a gain of 6, and that ought to just about do it.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
Here's Swift.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
So another rushing touchdown for him this year. Boy, he's found the end zone quite a bit so far. Charles, that now an even 20 scores on the season.
And you know how often we use the term, probably I overuse the term imposing their will? Well, these defenses have become really powerless to stop him. That's what we've seen from him and his team this year. You know he's getting the ball down here in the red zone, but he's just got that strength of will himself, and he's used it to great effect.
So now it's Watson and the Browns.
Down by 12. A little over 20 seconds to go. And they're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watson.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Well, it's pretty difficult to sum it up offense in a 2-minute drill when your guys have struggled to put points on the board all afternoon. There's an incompletion right there.
Here's Watson.
And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
If this offense can't get it done, they'll think back to just a few plays and say to themselves, this was a winnable game and we let it get away. Still a chance to save it, but time's definitely running out.
Now Watson.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
To throw, Watson. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments. And anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
One last throw here for Watson.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall